Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I will tell you story about Timber Twig get a new hat. Granny Knot was doing her spring cleaning, turning on the cupboard, washing the curtain, and hanging the carpet in the branch of the treehouse. She was down on her knee, scrubbing and dusting and polishing. It was all too noisy for Abigail, the magic spider. She left her little house in Timberwick hat and scuttled up to the roof to read her book of spells. The hat was left lying on Timberwick's bed. Timberwick was in the bed and he never wore his hat in the bed. "This horrible old hat," said Granny Knot, and she picked up between finger and thumb and dropped in the fire. Granny Timberwick was standing in the doorway, wrapped in a towel. "Granny, what have you done?" "I have burned that monkey old hat of yours, and what about them too?" Timbertwig rushed over the fireplace. "But Abigail, what about Abigail? She lived in my head. Oh, Granny, how could you?" "Oh dear," said Granny Knot, and she turned a bit pale. "I didn't think, Timberwick. Oh, I'm ever so sorry." Timberwick rushed out of the door and climbed back up off the roof of the house. He always went there when he was sad, and he had never been sadder than today. He was sitting wedged in the between in a high perch and the chimney when a spider crawled down and sat beside him. "Cheer up, you can soon get another hat, but I can get another friend like Abigail." "Abigail, you're not prone to a cinder after all," explained about heading off the roof. Then she began to laugh through her book of spells. "I'm looking up how you can get a new hat. It says here that you have to visit the mushroom man in his cave on Hawthorne Hill." So they both crept from the roof and met in search of the mushroom man. They left Wigglebot far behind and reached Hawthorne Hill just as the sun was setting, and there, in the opening of his cave, watching the sunset, was the mushroom man. He had the most wonderful hat Tumbleweed had ever seen, cream colored and made of something like soft sweat with big orange polka dot all over it. "I like your hat," said Tumbleweed. It kept the rain off," said the mushroom man, "but there is a saying I can take mine off like you can. I'm not wearing a hat now because my granny burned it when she was spring cleaning," said Timberwick. "And Abigail magic book said that you may help me get another one." The last of the, the daylight faded, and Haunton Hill was sunken in the darkness. "I wish I was safe at home in our old house," Abigail sobbed. It was not like Abigail to cry. "Cheer up," said the measurement voice in the dark. "The moon will soon be rising, and then we'll be see." The moon clicked up to the sky along with sprinkle of the star, and the world of Haunton will turn out a silver white, gliding with the dawn. "Oh," whispered Timberwick, the ground trembling. One by one, the round, white face of mushroom and tortoise popped through the ground and began to grow in the moonlight, and each one was wearing a different hat. There was hat like chimneys and some like windmills. There were hat like with the tip of the front, hat like little house with hop on the top. There were umbrella hat and bird bed hat, wishing well hat and church bell bed. "You chose Abigail," said Timberwick. "You're going to have to live inside it, so I will get eyes to see around the inside of the hat like powder cake, and another like a castle, and a third like a coffee pot." But she said no to them all. "What are you looking for, Abigail?" asked the mushroom. "Well, actually, I like the one best of all." She nodded in the direction of the scoop out to stall on the far side of the field. It was wearing a hat exactly like Temple out. One expects that it had jingle bell on the top. "Could you bear to have the same kind of hat, Tumbleweed?" I have looking at the one all along, cried Timberlake. But I thought you would want a chance, so they just that had the most man shocked. The door of input in Timberlake's head, and Abigail claimed they said good night and thank you to the musician, but he had not off to sleep. They were home in Winglewood by dawn. The lake was on the treehouse. Granny Not had not been to bed all night. Oh, I couldn't sleep, she told Summerwick. I keep thinking about the poor spider and the terrible thing I did. And she blew her nose noisily. Then she noticed Timberlake had. Oh, where did you get that? Is Clover that the last one? What's that inside? Abigail put her head out of the window in Timberlake's head and waved a leg at Granny. Oh, is that dreadful spider? It's a ghost. It's come back to haunt me. The look of Granny Knot's face was so funny that Timberlake and Abigail started to laugh. It was as before they could stop laughing for long enough to explain. You naughty boy, you horrible spider. I, no, no, Granny, said Timberwitch. No more burning of hair. Then Granny not remember how sad she had been after the first head had been burned. She began to smile, then her smile got broader and broader until she was lying out loud, and Abigail and Timberwick laughed as well, and the jingle bell on the top on his new hat Tangle Wingle, everyone in Inglewood hurried and laughed. Thank you.